Landscape architecture addresses a host of complex ecological issues globally. This is according to the Minister of State for Environment, Dr Iziaq Kunle Salako, who said landscape architects do not deal with the environment, but prefer ways and solutions in mitigating climate change issues. The Minister said this at the 20th anniversary celebration of the Society of Landscape Architects of Nigeria in Abuja. Let's join Jocelyn Elakache-Ada for details.
The Minister of State for Environment, Dr Iziaq Kunle Salako, represented by the Director, Department of Desertification, Land Degradation and Drought Management, Mabel Omotosho Emmanuel, said landscape architects are not being fully utilized in the country. He said landscape architects assist in enhancing land degradation and combat climate change issues.
Let me use this opportunity to reiterate that the activities of SLAN align perfectly with the mandate of the Federal Ministry of Environment. Mandates such as forest landscape restoration, FLRO, landscape land degradation neutrality, drought and desertification management, which are in consonance with Goal 15 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals (SDG) that deals with life on land.
Amos Atunye Alao, President of the Society of Landscape Architects of Nigeria, said the profession needs more awareness as it's not as renowned as other professions. He called on the government to engage landscape architects in the infrastructural development of Nigeria.
We're trying to create more awareness, and this conference is one of such milestones. As we celebrate 20 years of landscape architecture in Nigeria, we also want to exhibit a lot of things that we have done over the years and to resensitize the public that landscape architecture is not gardening. There's more to landscape architecture, which includes nature-based solution and finding mitigating factors to climate change and adaptation.
And the challenge is this: we as landscape architects, like I like to say, we're environmental doctors. We're not just people that plant flowers. We're actually working with nature to ensure that our building technology is actually relevant for our lives. So the sustainability paradigm talks about how that we present the earth in a better position or in a good position for the generation yet unborn. And what we do as landscape architects is to ensure that there is a future earth for the future generations to actually have.
Externalities are things that happen, that someone does in another environment that comes to affect you in another environment, either positively or negatively. So some of all these things, Nigeria are suffering them. In terms of climate change now, is a global problem, you understand? But there are some of these problems that are not caused by Nigeria, but yet Nigeria are suffering it more.
Members of the association called for inclusion of landscape architects in federal government offices. According to them, before any structure is erected in the country, a landscape architect should have been engaged to evaluate the piece of land. The association celebrated its 20th year anniversary in Abuja, and in attendance were pioneer landscape architects in the country.